Hello YouTube, Drew again, back on the Crook's Corner channel, my bad, messed up my own name there, with another dash cam drive through a South Carolina town. Today we are in Bamberg, South Carolina, the county seat of Bamberg County. Bamberg has about 3,000 residents. The population has fallen since the 2010 census, so that's not good news. Anyway, Bamberg is the home, or was the home, I should say, I assume was, the home of former South Carolina Governor and Ambassador to the United Nations, Nikki, and it has also played the home of a lot of former professional athletes. Bamberg has a lot of very beautiful architecture, especially for a small town, and when I mean this is a small town, I mean it is a small town. Not like some of the other ones on this channel, it's much bigger than those, but as far as a county seat goes, it's a very small place. And there's a Piggly Wiggly up on the left. That is the only grocery store I found in my travel through the town. And I actually tried to get a lot more of this town than just my route had me on. Of course, I didn't hit every street, and I'm sure I missed probably a lot, like normal, but I tried to go a little off of my path just to get as much as possible. As you see on the left and the right, there are some more examples of the architecture I'm talking about. And I know there's some more coming up right here in a second. Yeah, there's the courthouse, I believe, right there, the county courthouse. Yep. The town has a lot of older buildings, and most of them, not all, but most of them look to be in pretty good shape. There's not a bunch of fallen down gas stations and that kind of thing, which is good. The town and the county seat should be the center of business in the county, so I guess you would expect it to be kind of well maintained, but it's a pretty town, very pretty town. Another thing I noticed about Bamberg is that it reminds me a lot of another county seat, Kingstree, that being the county seat of Williamsburg County, where it's almost on an island. I'm not talking about an island of, in a river or an ocean. I'm talking about of just nothing else is around it. And so because of that, there's not much, to the town. If you've ever been to either place, you may understand what I'm talking about. It's kind of hard to explain, but that's how I felt. Going there, it was a lot of, rural, forested areas, not really farms and stuff. I mean, there were some, but a lot of it was just, woods. And then when you left, I think I went through Denmark. Something's going on there. But, so Denmark was relatively close, but after that, it was back to a lot of woods. And, a couple farms and stuff. But, I don't know, it just reminded me a lot of my travel to Kingstree, which of course is not on YouTube, but my travel through South Carolina is far more extensive than just what's on YouTube. This was my first time here, though. Anyway, I'm going to go through a little bit of the residential part of Bamberg now, so enjoy that, and I'll be back in just a second. So that was a lot of the residential parts of Bamberg, and to the, well, now at the right as I'm turning, that is a very beautiful building. Double staircase, both of them, I'm not spiraled, but that type of design, very, very nice. Another nice, it looks like a church on the right there. I believe the courthouse is back on the left, or at least there's a grouping of flags and stuff. Older house on the right there. It's a very pretty town. No ifs, ands, or buts about that. Bamberg is very nice when it comes to its architecture. And now we are on our way out, and you'll see just as I pulled in that, it's going to quickly turn back to woods. I do want to mention when I was coming in, right before I got to the town limits, there was a sign that said bald peanuts. So they were selling boiled peanuts, but it literally said bald peanuts, which most people around here do say bald peanuts for boiled peanuts, but I thought that was funny. Anyway, that was Bamberg, South Carolina.